If you care about the well-being of the wrestlers you watch every week, you need to hear this shocking story. The situation with Jon Moxley has taken an incredibly serious turn. Subscribe right now for all the latest developments. The wrestling world is no stranger to controversy, but the conversation has now shifted from storylines to something far more grave, the very real and dangerous line between entertainment and athlete safety. At the center of this firestorm is AEW and its most violent star, Jon Moxley, whose career is now hanging in the balance not by his choice, but by the stern warning of medical professionals. The problem is a pattern of behavior that doctors are now calling reckless. Moxley's hardcore, blood-soaked style has long been his trademark, but behind the spectacle is a mounting medical file detailing concussions, lacerations, and cumulative damage. The challenge has always been the culture of wrestling itself, where toughing it out is glorified. However, a group of leading neurologists and sports physicians have now reviewed his recent history and are sounding an alarm that can no longer be ignored, questioning the system that allowed him to continue. The climax of this crisis is a formal, public statement released by a panel of independent doctors. They haven't just suggested retirement, they have demanded it. Their report, citing specific incidents on AEW programming, states that allowing Moxley to continue competing constitutes willful negligence and presents an unacceptable risk of permanent, catastrophic injury or worse. The report doesn't just blame Moxley's warrior spirit, it points a direct finger at AEW's medical and executive leadership for repeatedly clearing him to compete in matches that exacerbated his injuries, accusing the company of prioritizing spectacle over the long-term health of one of its employees. As we explore this development, the implications are terrifying. This moves far beyond a simple storyline into real-world legal and ethical territory. Is AEW truly guilty of negligence? The wrestling community is now fiercely divided. Some fans and journalists are applauding the doctors for taking a stand, while others defend the company and Moxley's right to perform. This incident forces an uncomfortable but necessary conversation about the duty of care a promotion has to its talent, and whether the violent, physical art form can ever truly be safe. In summary, a medical mandate has turned a personal career crisis into a full-blown institutional scandal, threatening to forever change how wrestling companies handle the health of their performers. Where does AEW go from here? Should there be an independent investigation? We need to know what you think in the comments below. For every update on this serious and evolving situation, you must be subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.